Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the query session of Bhashini Grand Innovation Challenge. So today we all have gathered just to clear your queries that is related to the Grand Innovation Challenge, the way of participation, and all other general queries we are going to answer today. So just to address that, we have with us our CEO from Digital India Bhashini, Shri Amitabh Nag sir. And sir will be clearing your doubts, the basic doubts that you are having related to the participation, the mode of participation, and what the challenge is all about. So we'll be starting with a small introduction from CEO sir side, and along with that, some guidelines for the participation. So sir, welcome to the session. I request you to please greet our participants first, and then just try to pull up their motivation level so that they can participate at best. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajay, and it's great to be here. It's great to be talking to all of you. And as this is a grand challenge which has been organized. But let me give you a few step back and give you a few, uh, things which you should be knowing and about the program, about the intent, and why we are so motivated to do this. India has been, land of diversity, and land of diversity. One of the primary factors of land of diversity is language, and with language, at every 100, kilometers or 50 kilometers, the language changes. The way the language is spoken, even if the language is the same, the way the language is spoken is always changing. So we call it dialect, but even if the mother language remains the same, the way it is spoken is changing. So, one of the missions which the Ministry of IT, Electronics and Information Technology has taken is to actually create digital tools so that we are in a position to transcend this language barrier. And transcending this language barrier would mean that we not only are able to understand each other while speaking our mother tongue, but do more things in terms of innovation, discovery, as well as trying to gear up the economy to the next level, so that the entire system or entire nation becomes one nation in terms of language understanding and people understanding each other. It also helps in uh, collaboration of different skills. And one of the things which it helps it becomes inclusive also, because it helps everyone to think and do work in the mother tongue, rather than having a cumbersome thing of understanding a language and then trying to innovate or work upon it. So that's the mission, that's the passion and the mission which we have, to launch into this kind of work area, uh, which has been a long latent need of the country and people of the country. One of the reasons of this grand challenge, which I would basically put across, and that is something which I would like everyone to keep in mind, is that we are not only translating text to text, but we are translating speech to speech. And if you go slightly deeper into it, if we translate speech to speech, that means two things. One, if we make the machine understand what we are speaking, we are actually bridging the digital divide, bridging the literacy divide. And if we are able to then let machine speak your language, we are completely taking away the digital and the literacy divide also. So while our mission is happens to be to transcend the language divide, we are right now expanding our mission by using speech as a medium to actually transcend the digital as well as literacy divide. And the hackathon is all about that. or the grand challenge which we are talking about is all about this. These technologies are available. We need to productize it, brush it, and make it, you know, work together in a form of a product, right? We have come a long way in terms of the automatic speech recognition algorithm, text to text translation algorithm, text to text conversion algorithms, text to speech conversion algorithms, as well as the optical character recognition. All these algorithms are available, or the AI models are available, and those AI models can be used to actually build these products. If you visit Ulka, ulca.bhashini.gov.in, you will find all these models listed out there. And if you know the today Bhashini happens to be the only mission which provides you 22 languages, which are scheduled Indian languages, text to text translation, and it's comparable to whatever is available in the world. So my request and submission is that please do participate in this particular grand challenge. See how you can put together a solution. Uh, if you are facing certain set of problems, I would keep encouraging you to write to us and try to seek solutions. We will continue to mentor you throughout the program, and all the best. Hopefully, we find the best solution. Somebody has to be a winner, but I have all the participants in this particular challenge. I want to assure you one thing, that we would like, you know, you to participate in the next, grand challenges also, which we are going to come up time by time, because there are a lot of requirements which are in this field, in this area, and mind you, we are in the mission of making this nation more inclusive and more empowered through this language technology solution missions. Thank you very much. Ajay, over to you for any queries which are there.
Thank you, sir, for the wonderful insights and the guidance. So I'll just move to the queries one by one that we have received over email. That the session is all about, just to clear the queries. So first query is from Mr. Sarang from from Pune. He is asking, I am a research scholar or a student of a postgrad. I'm doing the postgrad from Pune. Am I eligible to participate in the challenge?
Yeah, I don't know whether the team has got the queries. If somebody has not got the query, I would explain it again. The query is that can a research scholar participate in this session? Yes, the grand challenge is open to all. A research scholar can participate in this particular grand challenge. The only thing which we would like is that at the time of when you are finishing the grand challenge, and if you happen to be a winner, you should be able to establish a startup company, because at the end of the day, we would like to enter into a contract with the company, because the condition of the grand challenge is that your product will be licensed to the government and it will be supported by you. But if there are any issues in that, we would be happy to solve that.
Okay, so coming to the second query, there is one query from Mr. Yash. He's asking that the semester exams for that particular state university is scheduled between 20th to 20th June. So, is there any possibility for the extension in the stage one deadline?
We are running on a tight schedule as far as stage one is concerned, so extension may not be possible. But I guess that we have not given any specific format, or we don't want any lengthy document to be there. You should be having the substance and meat as how you will be doing it. So, if you're clear about the concept, we will evaluate as per the concept for the first round of screening. So, and I think you should be in a position to take out some time, 2 3 4 hours, because you guys are knowing what the technology is, to submit this on 22nd. However, I wish I would not be able to extend the deadline because of the issues and pressures which we have.
Okay. So third query is coming from Mr. Aryan from Vandana Intellect that once we will be building the solution, who will be the primary owner of the IP?
I think the grand challenge document is quite clear. For government segment, government will be the owner of the IP, while as for any private segment, the owner of the IP rests with the company or the individuals who built it.
So another query from Mr. Yash is he's having a team of 5 people, but in the form there is only one entry that is required to be given, that is of team leader entry. So how they can mention the entire team details as there is no field available?
So, I guess that you can attach a page to it. We haven't specified how many people you should be having in your team. The team leader is asked for because we need to know who's leading the team and what is his basic qualifications, etc. So that is important for us, and we know that if there is a good team leader, we would be able to mop up the resources which is required. So that is up to you, I think, if you want to mention the complete team, or you would like to, mention the team leader.
One more interesting question coming in, sir, that the Grand Innovation Challenge is right now hosted virtually. So, what will be the grand finale mode? It is going to be offline or online?
I didn't get it. If you can explain a bit, means
Saying like the challenge usually happens, the grand finale usually happens where all the team comes together, develop solution, and showcase it to evaluators physically. So, is it going to be physical or online only?
see, that's a decision which we would take at that point in time. Obviously, doing it virtually takes up speed, as well as it slots it better in terms of how to do it. And but we understand the physical presence is also important to take up the challenge in the right way and spirit, because it brings in the team spirit, it brings in the joy of winning uh, among a group, and all the other things which comes across with it. So that decision we will take as we move forward. Currently, we, because of paucity of time as well as the flexibility with online medium operates, we would like to continue in an online mode.
So another question coming in from Mr. Aniruddha from Nagpur. He is asking that sharing IP involves the college participation also. Is there any format available that needs to be signed by college authorities?
Uh, Means unless and until you're participating on behalf of college, college need not sign anything. But if you are using the college resources as, or participating on behalf of college, consent of college would be necessary. But if it is taking time, you can say that you will be submitting it in due course of time. College should not have an issue, as I see, if the students want to do something like this.
So again, the deadline question is coming in, so I'm going to skip it. Now I'll directly come to the technical part that Mr. Sarang is asking again. That from where we can get the entire API repository so that we can start testing it on our existing solution.
Uh, See, the API repository is available on as I said in the starting, go to bhashini.gov.in and Ulka site will give you the API repository. Any challenges, as mentioned in our RFP, you can send it across to the email of Ajay, and you would be supported and answered properly.
For just for the your ease participants, I have pasted the link in the live chat also. You can go through that also, like if you're having the similar kind of questions for API and models and other things. And again, the participation thing is coming in. I think Sir has cleared in the beginning only that we are having only one field there, but later on, when it is required, when you're coming to the later stage, we might require you to furnish other details of the team members. Uh, okay, so sir, that was the only queries. Rest, I would like to say that if you have any another query, I'm just dropping in the email ID. You can write your query to the email because we cannot address all the queries in a consolidated way here in the live chat. So you can write your queries and we'll try to reply you as soon as possible. Okay, no other queries are coming in, sir. So we can.
Any other means anybody? If you can we open up the session through this or any other queries which want to come in, we are happy to answer because we just 20 minutes on to a session.
Okay, sir. So guys, you can write your queries in the live chat also. It's running right now. You can see we are having a 34 viewers online.
Just as you write the queries on online, again the few things which I would like to mention that Digital India Bhashini Division, this is the first hacker grand challenge which is happening. You should look out for more grand challenges in next 3 to 6 months, uh, starting now. And we would be happy to also invite any ideas. Please send your ideas to the mail email mentioned. You can use my email, which is co-dibd, or Rajawat's email. And if you wish to feel that there are some ideas which you have in this domain, there are some applications which you would like to build, we would be happy to invite those and discuss those out in detail. All the best for this grand challenge, and I hope to receive the participation in full enthusiasm. In between any of the challenges and queries which you have, please get connected, and we would be happy
Sir,
to answer.
yeah. So sir, there is one interesting query coming in from the chat box. It's like
Yeah.
Mr. Vedansh Goswami is asking like what kind of future plans we can expect from the solutions that we are going to create from this challenge.
The potential is immense, and the use cases are left to imagination. So if you actually look at it from a speech to speech translation, one of the grand challenges which is there is anybody can speak to anyone on a real time basis or a near real time basis. So it can be tourism, it can be patient doctor discussion, it can be discussion between a customer service agent with the customer. Now, today we are actually having a lot of redundancies in each sector of these economies because of the language. Like call centers are established at multiple locations to cater to multiple languages. Right? This solution may bring down the cost of call center drastically. So the potential is immense. The use cases, it's only for you to imagine. And once you are able to identify those use cases, you can sell it across to various people and various organizations uh, with immense usability. The means if the teaching can be multilingual, the healthcare can be multilingual, tourism can be multilingual, economy can be multilingual, and of course, when we are doing advertisement, this can be multilingual. So, the sections of the economy which has got either social impact or has got a lot of money uh, will get benefited by this solution, and it will be for you how well you can market it to these sections of the economy. The other solution which we have asked in the grand challenge is about OCR of written text as well as the printed text. And that is important from the perspective of the fact that, anybody who wants to communicate uh, anything to anyone at central locations or the locations which are, locations or the places where the language is not understood, it will get understood. And when we add speech to it, the paper can speak out. So again, there are multiple and many applications of it. Uh, it's for again for you guys to imagine and work upon it. The use cases are immense, and as we go by in future, when we are discussing with you during the grand challenge, we would be exposing you to these use cases because the solution has to be tested around these use cases. So you would find that how much, what impact you can cause to business and how much of the value you can generate out of it.
Nicely explained, sir. So another question is coming from Anushri that 2022 graduate students are eligible to participate in the competition as we have just passed out.
Yeah, anybody is, even if you are in the college, you are eligible to participate. As you know, this is based on artificial intelligence and machine learning technologies. I think anybody who is below 30, below 20 are the right candidates to participate. So, even school students are good to participate. I incidentally met few of the school students who are developing AI models to, uh, you know, translate various languages, and I was quite happy with the enthusiasm which they had shown, and we are supporting some of the students in this kind of endeavors. So rest assured that you will be evaluated, even if it at whatever level of education you are having, as long as you have skills.
Okay, sir. So next question is from Ashley. She's asking like, would there be a mentorship guidance that will be provided on each problem statement for the challenge, and how it will be provided?
See, mentorship guidance would be available to the people who are shortlisted. But yeah, of course, we would like you. Mentorship is always in steps of, there is an input and then there is there is a mentorship around that. So if you are getting stuck on a specific problem, we will help you to come out of that specific problem. That is definite.
So participants, we are open for more queries also. If you have any queries, any doubt related to the challenge and its participation, if you know more about what will be the outcome and any future challenges that we are going to plan, you can free to ask any question. We'll be love to answer that. So one more question, like will Bhashini will be assisting in the formation of the startups also, as we don't have any registered entity right now.
See, the formation of startup is a regulatory activity controlled by Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Uh, any specific information or anything which is required, we can gather and support you on that. But as you understand that that's a very separate regulatory activity, and you would have to, you know, contact that ministry for formation of startups, or the Startup India program, which is there, which is under Ministry of Commerce. So, or there is another startup program which is under Ministry of IT. We can guide you to those entities to help you to form startups.
So we are open for the queries, and I've already put in my email ID and the associated email ID where you can share your queries and you can ask any question if it is required. So we are not having any queries right now. So let's just conclude the session. So would like to thank Amitabh sir for coming in and addressing the queries of the participants live and giving us information about the innovation challenge and the scope of Bhashini, how it's going to uh, break that language barriers right now present in India. So all the other information I have already pasted in the YouTube chat. You can take the information from there. And if it is required, do write us an email and we'll try to respond you back with a detailed response if it's related to the Grand Innovation Challenge. Thank you, participants, for joining in. Thank you, sir, for joining in and
Thank you very much. And would be happy to receive as many entries as possible. Thank you.